The story begins with Yuna, who used to be the top student in her class, but a time comes when she becomes a backbencher. Yuna has only two close friends, Hana and June. Yuna is very busy with her daily life. Her father and mother run a restaurant, and she is also responsible for her little sister, getting her ready, making breakfast, and dropping her off at school. But then Yuna's fate starts to change. One day, while she is reading a story from a book to her sister looks at the TV and says, "I like love stories." For a moment, Yuna gets lost in the movie as well. The movie stars a famous TV actor, Min Jae. Just at that moment, Yuna's friend Hana calls her and says that TV star Min Jae is coming to their school for a shoot. Hearing this, Yuna is stunned. Hana then says that some students will even get roles in the movie. This gives Yuna the perfect opportunity to test her luck. She tells Hana, "Add my name too." The next day, during the shoot, Yuna accidentally bumps into Min Jae. Later, Min Jae gives her a slight smile. Seeing this, Yuna's heart starts racing. A little while later, her friend says, "Did you see Min Jae? He was so handsome." But Yuna tries to ignore him and says she isn't interested. Then, her eyes fall on Akan standing outside. Min Jae is watching the other girls practicing dance from the rooftop. Yuna's gaze meets his, and suddenly she falls. Min Jae remarks, 50 centimeters center, looks just like a heroine, style and all. Embarrassed, Yuna quickly walks away. The next morning, when she checks her measurements, she realizes they are exactly as he had said. She thinks, what a terrible person, so different inside than he seems outside. Yuna's mother asks, "Are you upset?" Yuna replies, "Not at all. I just want to go out for a walk." First, Yuna heads to the cinema hall and sees on the ticket that the movie will start in 2 hours. Her eyes fall on a little girl's teddy bear. She wants to buy one for her little sister too, but as they say, girls are a little absent-minded. She keeps losing her coins over and over again. Now, Yuna has only one last coin left. Just then, a voice comes from behind. "Move a little to the left and press the button." Yuna follows the instructions exactly and wins. When she turns around, she sees no one else. It's Min Jae, the star himself. Yuna shouts his name loudly, and the entire audience's attention immediately shifts to him. Like Superman, Min Jae takes Yuna's hand and leads her away from all the girls to a quiet, secluded place. Nervously, Yuna asks, "What were you doing in this small mall?" Min Jae replies gently, "Chasing a beautiful girl I met this morning." Yuna has nothing to say. She checks the time and realizes that the movie will start in just 15 minutes. She tells Min Jae, "I need to go or my money will go to waste." As she starts to leave, her shoes break. Yuna says, "I can manage, it's okay." She looks at her hand and feels captivated because Min Jae is holding it. At that moment, Min Jae also arrives there, and Yuna's heart races again. As soon as the movie ends, Yuna wonders how she will get home. Her shoes are in terrible condition, and walking has become difficult. Then Min Jae asks her to take off her shoes and gives her his own. At first, Yuna refuses. "These are very expensive. Even my ancestors didn't wear shoes this costly, how can I?" Min Jae smiles and says, "Keep them." Yuna promises that she will return them tomorrow. The next day at school, Yuna's mind is completely focused on Min Jae's shoes, not on her studies or friends. Suddenly, a commotion breaks out across the school. The girls go completely crazy. Min Jae ignores everyone and goes straight to Yuna. He gifts her the shoes like a princess and personally helps her put them on. Yuna can only stare at him. When Yuna regains her senses, she rushes to Min Jae and returns the shoes she had taken yesterday. When Min Jae looks, the socks are still inside. Yuna apologizes. "I just got them yesterday, forgive me." Min Jae writes his phone number on Yuna's hand. Yuna thinks he must be crazy in love with her. But when she calls him that night, a voice replies, "The number you dialed is incorrect." Hearing this, Yuna feels crushed inside. At that moment, Min Jae is with his friend Nora, who is an amazing actress. They are having dinner together. Angrily, Yuna erases the number from her hand so forcefully that it seems like she could hurt someone. Hana asks June, "Did you say anything to make her this angry?" June denies it. Meanwhile, Min Jae finishes shooting. His manager advises him, "Think carefully about everything. Even a small mistake can be covered by the media and could ruin your career." But the moment Min Jae sees Yuna, He forgets everything and immediately goes to her asking, "Why didn't you call me? Are you upset?" Yuna replies, "I did call, but you gave me the wrong number." Min-jae says, "Sorry, maybe it was my mistake." Yuna brings her phone and says, "Our statuses aren't equal. Please forgive me." Saying this, Yuna walks away. Min-jae holds her hand and whispers in her ear, "Now I'll make our status equal." Then, wearing a mask, he kisses her and says, "Any more questions?" He continues, "Let's go on a date tomorrow. Be ready, I'll come to pick you up." Yuna can't decide what to wear to match Min-jae's style. Just then, June arrives and is surprised to see everything. Anyway, Yuna waits for Min-jae. When he arrives, she asks, "Where are we going?" Min-jae replies, "It's a surprise, just come along." He takes her to his house. Seeing such a huge house, Yuna feels like she has entered a whole different world. They have a great time, looking at pictures, having dinner, and even watching a movie together. Min-jae starts to feel sleepy and rests his head on Yuna's shoulder. Yuna watches carefully to see if he's really asleep. She starts to check, but Min-jae grabs her hand and says, "You wanted to enjoy, didn't you?" Suddenly, a completely romantic moment unfolds, but the manager arrives and ruins everything. He asks, "Who is this?" Min-jae replies, "My girlfriend." Embarrassed, Yuna quickly walks away. The manager scolds him. "How can you make such a mistake? If even a small detail gets out to the media, it won't go well for you." At school, Yuna keeps smiling to herself, thinking about how Min-jae called her his girlfriend. Min-jae messages her, saying that he will be busy with shooting for the next 2 days and won't be able to meet. Yuna holds her head in frustration. Hannah asks June, "When are you going to propose to Yuna? Just do it already." But June remains too nervous. To pass the time, Yuna goes to help June at his shop. June tries to express his feelings, but Yuna thinks he's joking and says, "Okay, funny joke." Then they receive a flower delivery order, and Yuna goes to deliver it. When she reaches the address, she is surprised to see that June's shooting is happening there as well. By coincidence, a romantic scene is being filmed at the same time. Min-jae is kissing Nora. Yuna can't tolerate it. Min-jae notices her watching and follows her, taking her aside. He tries to explain gently that it was just a movie scene and nothing else. Yuna tries to understand and reassures her heart. Min-jae lovingly kisses her on the nose. Meanwhile, Nora is watching all of this unfold. In the next scene, Min-jae calls Yuna and says, "Let's go out today." Yuna replies, "Today is difficult, it's June's birthday. We'll go another time, please." Min-jae agrees. Hannah tells June, "This time you should propose to her, no matter what happens." But on his birthday, Min-jae also shows up. Hannah is overjoyed, but June doesn't like it very much. Yuna says, "We are dating." Hearing this, June feels like he's been struck by a shock. Later, when June and Min-jae are alone, June asks, "Do you really love her?" Min-jae replies, "There's no doubt about it." Min-jae realizes that June also has feelings for Yuna. The next day, when Yuna goes to Min-jae's house, she sees him half-dressed, standing heroically. Later, Yuna lovingly dries Min-jae's hair. Min-jae gives Yuna the key to his house and says, "Come over anytime you want, no problem." Min-jae sits in a restaurant when his best friends pass by and deliberately ignore him. The next day, everyone is talking about Min-jae and Nora's movie, which has become quite popular. Everyone says they will get married soon. That night, Min-jae is alone. His eyes fall on a group picture showing how they all used to be together, having fun, joking, laughing. But when Min-jae decided to quit singing and move into acting, his friends were upset, and their group started to drift apart. Yuna has many questions in her mind, wondering if Min-jae was just passing time with her. She decides to go to his house. Using the key he gave her, she unlocks the door. She sees a girl's sandals in front and feels a fear that someone might be there. The fear she had comes true. Min-jae is kissing Nora. Yuna immediately starts to run away. Min-jae chases after her. Yuna says, "What are you going to say now? Everything is in front of me. Don't talk to me anymore." Yuna feels as if her whole world has collapsed. Yuna's mother tells June, "Look at what has happened to her. She's been like this since last night." June says, "You are so beautiful, you don't need to cry." Then he speaks from his heart, "I love you." Hearing this, Yuna is stunned and can't say a word. She had only ever considered June a friend. The next day, Yuna is angrily heading home when she sees Nora. Nora asks, "Why don't you stay away from Min-jae's life?" Yuna replies, "I have no interest in him anymore. He cheated on me." Seeing Yuna's innocent face, Nora explains, "That night Min-jae didn't kiss me, I kissed him but he rejected me. His heart still belongs to you." Saying this, Nora leaves. That night, Yuna goes to June and says, "Can we just stay friends? I have always seen you as a friend." June smiles and lovingly gives her a flower as a symbol of friendship. Later that night at home, Min-jae comes and says, "I don't know how you'll believe me, but I still love you as much as I did before." He says, "I love you" to her. Yuna replies, "Please forgive me too. I accused you without understanding." They then plan to go to the park together the next day. When Yuna arrives at the park, she finds it completely empty. She thinks maybe it's closed for a holiday. Suddenly, a cute little bear appears and invites her inside. Min-jae is standing in front of her and says, "I booked this entire park for just the two of us. Let's have fun." They spend the day together, walking, eating ice cream, enjoying different swings and having a wonderful time. At night, Yuna says, "I should go home now. It's quite late, and my mother will be angry." Min-jae asks her to close her eyes. Yuna wonders if he is going to kiss her, but he puts a locket around her neck instead and says, "A small gift from me." They strengthen their relationship and continue spending time together. Yuna's birthday is approaching. Her friends give her gifts, and Min-jae is also on his way with a present when suddenly his manager calls. "Everything's messed up, come quickly." Yuna sees the news on TV, reporting that Min-jae is in a relationship with a high school girl. This is shocking for Min-jae, as it could ruin his career. Yuna is also shocked and feels it's all her fault. Then Min-jae's manager calls her to meet him. He explains everything, why Min-jae quit singing with his friends. They were all performing very well, but one day Min-jae developed a problem with his throat, which prevented him from singing. He didn't want to trouble his friends, so he told me everything. That's also why he chose to enter the acting field. The manager says, "This is his last option. Please stay away from him or his career could be ruined." Yuna meets Min-jae at the movie theater and says, "From today we end everything here. Just focus on your career." Then the story jumps 3 years ahead. Min-jae has become a huge star, the #1 in all of Korea. He receives many gifts, but one of them is from June. Inside is a movie ticket from June with a note, "Yuna is still alone and thinks of you. If you still have feelings for her, go to her." Yuna also comes to watch the movie. After some time, the manager gives him a letter. Seeing it, Min-jae runs as if he's about to take money back from someone. "But sir, this was love." He reaches the cinema hall, but everyone has already left. But as they say, true love always finds its way. Yuna comes in from above and is surprised to see Min-jae. Min-jae says, "To be honest, ever since you walked away from me, my life has been boring." Then he gives Yuna her birthday gift, which he had kept with him for 3 years, a pair of beautiful shoes. Min-jae lovingly kisses her. And with this happy ending, the story concludes. Comment below, have you found true love yet? If you enjoy intense love stories and emotional drama, subscribe now, because the next video is even more powerful.